Hello everybody, it's me, and I'm back to recording another video. Might as well get the lights on in this joint, right? Oh, I always confuse that. Well, I'm here. I'm back. I know only 3 people watch the videos, but I'm back! And I want to talk about that, because I made a quick video about it recently, but... Oh, my fan's a bit loud, I bet. Oh, hello, hello? Hold on, let's see. Oh, the fan actually doesn't bother much, but I want to make a video talking about how this has impacted me, despite it going practically nowhere in a year. Me just posting videos once every 3 days, 4 days, because I've been inconsistent. Actually, I'll turn off the fan for now. I would just pace around my room, but I know that doesn't make for the best content. But I'm here, and what I'd like to say about the videos is that I learned that I absolutely love this platform, and I love making content regardless of the views. Every day, well, not recently, and I'll get to that, but every day, I've been so excited to constantly post a new video and talk more about what I love in life on this platform. And to my few friends, hey Matt, hey Nick, hey Fable, and a few others who watch, I have learned to love this. I love doing this. There's just, I don't know what it is. It's just a platform editing on Premiere. It literally adds all of my favorite things. Sorry, I just did the blinds. It adds all of my favorite things into one. And honestly, I'm so grateful for there to even be a chance for me to make money on this platform. And I want to talk about that too, making content on this platform. Because honestly, I'll agree, this isn't gonna get me far in terms of making content or making money. This isn't gonna get me far in getting a diamond play button or something, right? This is not going to get me far, and I'm open and aware of that. But what I'm also aware of is that I can easily make this happen. It will be hard, but I can make this happen. And how I can say this is that I don't know what it is. Maybe it's me just watching One Piece again and bringing back the nostalgia from 2 years ago, but my soul feels healed in a way. For the past 2 years, I've kind of felt empty. I felt like there was a story in my life that I've been working towards all my life, and the story has ended. And now I'm just living. And I don't know what it is, but I kind of feel that energy to live again. I feel like wanting to live, like Nico Robbins said, I want to live. Like, I want to live again, you know? I want to do that. And to be honest with you, making me realize how much things I've taken for granted over the past 2 years, I guess, and how much more important things are to me in the past 2 years. I just don't even know how I lived. Like, I must have just lived for the sake of living, and that must have just sucked. Like, I know it might sound crazy to many people, but I've constantly lived my life like it's a movie. And I'm totally getting off the point, but my point here is that growing up, I genuinely thought I was unlovable and that I couldn't make friends. That making friends was beyond me, and getting a girlfriend, I was unlovable. I was cursed. And I've proven both of those goals wrong. I have now made too many more friends that I could count, and now I'm finally dimming it down to friends that I'm really close to and I go out with all the time, and you know what I mean? Like, just great. I'm happy with my friends. Really, really happy. I have the best friends in the world. I couldn't trade them for nothing. And my partner too. My goal originally, just for the longest time in my life, was to see if I can get a girlfriend for a year. And my partner now, we've been together for a year and a half. I'm gonna throw something out, but a year and a half. That's insane. For me, that's insane. And yeah, that might mean I'm just a late bloomer, but I'm so happy that I was able to prove those right, because now, if I want to do literally anything, I have definitive proof. And maybe people will call me crazy for this, but based on my life circumstances and whatnot, I know what's difficult for me and what isn't, and what was practically impossible for me. I couldn't even speak English when I grew up. Okay, hold on. This fucking thing's giving me some issues. But I could practically not even speak English growing up. Right. I could not even speak English growing up. I had to go to speech therapy for several years until I can now just somewhat speak English properly, which I still struggle with from time to time, and it's partially the reason why I may have a lisp. But besides all of that, I've really made something that to me is impossible possible. And I did it twice. And yeah, some of my buddies are like, oh, you know, YouTube's gonna be a lot harder than making friends and getting a girlfriend. I think, honestly, they'd be on the same level for me in difficulty. The gym is honestly gonna be a lot more simple than I thought. Mainly just because I was misguided by the wrong people. And yeah, you know, that's just how it goes. And I'm gonna make a video about the gym too. But really, what that means to me, those two goals, is that anything I put my mind to and give 100% to, I'm gonna be fine. And it also made me realize that despite my childhood not being too great for like 17 years, I've learned to, instead of mope about my problems, I've done the exact opposite. And I've always like believed this, that those who had less or like believed less ended up getting more in the end when they have their conversion or their ego death moment where they're reborn as another person. Because that's kind of what happened to me, right? Like, I know it must be so funny seeing me spin around, but growing up, I was the type of kid who, like, how do I even work this out? I was the type of kid who, I mean, I tried to be social, I just didn't know what I was doing. I was very socially inept, and it caused me to really lose out on a lot of social situations. Like, there was birthday parties. I barely ever went to birthday parties as a kid. I'd have to watch my sister go to birthday parties, like, what, once a week? It was, like, fucked up for my mental health. And, you know, several times I just thought life wasn't worth living because of how, like, fucked up this was. How messed up all of it was. That I had to literally watch others around me live this whole different life than I could live. That I could live instead. And one day, it was just, one person told me that maybe I'm the reason why my life is the way it is. Maybe I can decide if my life is good or not. And it was right then and there that I wanted to not achieve the goal, but prove to myself that I can make friends. Something that I thought was impossible. And then came the whole journey of making friends every single day. And some days were a lot less busy than others, but I would slowly try to start making friends, and then I made friends. And then my life pretty much changed right then and there. On that whole journey, I learned how to meditate, journal, read the Bible, all that. I picked up all the manga over here. Like, my whole life changed. This room only looked like this for the past 4 years. Which is interesting for me to even think about. But honestly, after that, I really put off getting a girlfriend, but then I achieved that, and the reason why I'm going on about this, and I love these, is because I thought they were impossible for me. And then I made it possible. I made the impossible possible. I made the impossible happen. And to me, looking at the love letter my partner gave, I'm gonna write a love letter to you today for sure. I promise this time, honey. But it made me realize that any goal I want and I can put my mind to, I'm going to get it. YouTube, I'm gonna get. Working out, I'm gonna get it. If I want to make tons of money, I'm gonna get that too. It made me realize that despite how difficult something is, I can't live life regretting. Baby Jamie 1, one of my favorite recent YouTube channels, after 10 years of not posting at, like, I don't know what age it'd be, I guess 27, posts a video. I made already a whole video about how much this channel is important to me. And he says in the one video he makes a return saying, I gave up on my dream of being a YouTuber. He said, in the next 10 years, I don't want to spend it regretting on things that I could have done. And you know what he's gonna do is post the video, and then he posted the video, and now his videos are getting hundreds of thousands of views. As a matter of fact, they're probably some of the few YouTube videos or YouTube channels I actually like check out for. Let's do this right now. I'm gonna change it to, there we go. This guy, look, he's almost at 100,000. He's only grown this much this summer. And he started posting 6 months ago. He takes it a lot more serious than I do. But look at this. Went from this to 600,000. And you can see, with posting 11 years ago. I do think he needs to change his content up because honestly, I would wish and love to see more from him. I enjoy the Reddit stories, but I just kind of wish that there was more going on. But besides that, my whole point here is that this also proves to me that I can do whatever I want. That it's possible. Maybe it's difficult to get started because of just the initial burst of, courage you need to make a YouTube channel, but that was not too difficult, And now he's got his formula, he's working with it, and he's gonna make it. That's the best, seeing like people make it and stuff like that, like how I saw Brockhampton slowly become more popular from their first albums. But really, this is just, I'm getting off track. This is just a love letter to where I am right now, and this, and YouTube, and all of it. This is just a love letter to all of it. Despite my life not having too much emphasis, because I needed to prove myself at first. Now I've got nothing to prove, Like, besides that, it's like, I know I can do it. And this is just for, I don't know, I'm just so happy. I'm just really happy and glad. I'm probably going to call a friend and tell them that I'm glad that they're around. In any case, keep going, keep watching the videos. I got a vlog that I need to finish, and I'm probably going to finish it now. So I have a whole week just to fuck around. But anyways, it was lovely seeing you all. Like, comment, subscribe, all that nonsense. More content coming your way. I love y'all. Peace out.